and welcome back to Tasker's Barbecue Supply. Today, we're going to show you how you can easily make a perfect dry-aged steak at home. Now usually, making a dry-aged steak takes a long and very expensive process. But thanks to UMAi dry bags, you can make it at home very simple. All you need is a good refrigerator with a wire rack to put under your steak, and preferably a vacuum sealer to help you along the way. Now all we did to get this ready is we got a 9-pound prime ribeye roast. We took it right out, tapped it dry, put it in our UMAi dry bag, we vacuum sealed it. You will have a small patch that goes in on your vacuum seal. And what that's there to do is actually help with the dry aging process. It does allow a little bit of air to pass through. So that is very necessary, and they give you all of that in the UMAi dry bag. So all we did was vacuum sealed it up, put it in our refrigerator, and we let this sit for 56 days in our refrigerator. Now you do want to use a refrigerator that will be opened often, or if you're using one in your garage, somewhere like that, make sure you open it every so often so that you get air circulation through your refrigerator. You don't want this to just set with no air circulation, and that's going to prohibit the process. Now as you can see, we have a nice black bark forming everywhere on this. And you can see we don't have any mold anywhere. We just got that nice bark form on the outside. That's how we know this is good. It hasn't been contaminated. It doesn't have bacteria growing in it, anything like that. Would this process have gone bad? We'd have known. It would have a very pungent smell and there'd be mold all over it. So this steak's ready to come out of the bag. We're going to open this up and check it out. Okay, we're ready to get this steak out of the bag. Let's get her cut open, see what the smell smells like. And like I said, as you can see, we don't have mold on this. We just have that nice black crust, which is what we want to see out of a dry-aged steak. Now the reason we dry-age a steak, the proteins in the meat will break down the longer they set. So when this steak dry-ages like that, the proteins break down, the fat absorbs in. You just get a more tender and a more flavorful steak than you'll ever get out of anything that comes out of the store that's not dry-aged. So if you're looking for the best flavor, the most tender steak, dry age is just the way to go. Most times, if you're going to find a dry aged steak, it's going to be in a high-class steakhouse. You're going to pay upwards of anywhere $50 to $100 for just a steak, and that's just for the normal ones. You start getting into Wagyu, things like that, they get outrageous. So I decided I wanted to make one at home for a little bit cheaper so that we can enjoy it at home. As you can see, great color on this. It does not stink. That is the first question I have from a lot of people is, won't it rot? Won't it stink? No, it does not rot. That's what the UMAi dry bag does. It prevents it from rotting. It does not stink. In fact, it smells great. Smells basically just like beef you come out of the store. A little bit of a nuttier smell to it, but it smells delicious. We're going to trim the excess bark off of this and cut some steaks up. So we'll be right back in here in just a minute. And as you can see, the color on the inside is beautiful. We have that nice dark red shade to it. A little bit of that black on the outside. We'll trim that off. Won't be a big deal. But that's what the inside of a dried steak is supposed to look like. A real dark red. And again, there's no smell to this. It is going to make it a little harder to cut, being that it's dry aged, because the outside is a little rough. So we'll get the rest of these cut up and we'll be right back. So as you can see, we've got this steak all cut up. We cut nice thick slabs. We're just going to trim one of these up. I'll kind of show you how to trim this. We'll get the rest of them trimmed up. A couple of these are going to go on the grill tonight. The rest of them I'm going to vacuum seal and save for later. So let's get one of these trimmed up so you can see how it goes. We'll just move the rest of these off to the side here for now. And basically all I'm going to do is just go along and cut anything that I don't want to eat off. We're just trying to get that black crust off the outside, get that little bit of layer of fat off the outside so it looks a little more appetizing. And it doesn't take a whole lot of trimming to do this. We're basically just trying to get that outside layer off. Just get a beautiful dark red color to it. And there we go. That's what we're looking for. As you can see, it's a beautiful dark red color. Has an amazing nutty smell to it. It's super tender. I can't tell you the last time I've ever felt a steak that felt this beautiful. So we're going to get the rest of these trimmed up, put some of them in a vacuum sealer, and we'll get these on the pellet grill here in just a little bit. We'll see you guys back then. Hello and welcome back, everyone. As you can see, we got the steaks all trimmed up and they look beautiful. So we're getting ready to put them on the grill. We're going to be putting them on our Rectech Bull 700 today. We're going to be running about 300 degrees, so it's not going to take too long, but I don't want to do a fast cook on these. We're just going to cook them up nice and slow. We're running some cooking pellets, perfect mix today. Our video today is sponsored by Scott McHugh, our local Snap-on franchisee. Scott covers most of the Ohio Valley, and he covers us here in Glendale, West Virginia. So if you need Snap-on tools, get a hold of Scott. He'll hook you up. As you can see, he hooked me up with a brand new Snap-on barbecue apron. This thing's loaded. It's got bottle openers, drink holders, pouches, everything I need. So if you're interested in one of these, contact Scott or your local Snap-on franchisee. So let's get these things seasoned up and get them on the grill. Today, I'm going to be using Killer Hogs The Barbecue Rub on my steak. Now my wife, she loves this Cabela's Mountain Man Bourbon Rub. It's got a little bit of spice to it, but it is a great flavor. She loves this on all her steaks, so we're going to put that on hers today. So let's get them seasoned up. And I'm not going to go too thick on these steaks today because, again, we're doing a dry aged steak. I don't want to take away from the flavor and the work I've put into this steak on making it beautiful. I just want to give it a little bit of flavor on the outside, mostly for its salt and pepper. Let's get mine seasoned up with some of Killer Hogs. So those are ready to go. We're going to get them on the grill at 300. Like I said, we're going to take these to roughly about 140 internal temp, that nice medium rare. So we'll get these on and we'll see you guys back soon. Alright, welcome back, everyone. These steaks are almost done, but before we pull them off the grill, I just want to thank everybody for watching our video so far. If you like what we've done here today with this dry aging process, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing some more dry age projects in the future, hopefully maybe some special ones. So if you enjoy it, like I said, hit that subscribe button, help us make future videos for you guys. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please drop them in the comments below. And don't forget, I'll have links to all the products we've used today in the description. So if you like anything we've done here today, check out the descriptions, and that way you can get the products and try it yourself. So let's check these steaks out, make sure we're at the right temperature, and get them inside. We're just going to use our Smack digital thermometer. Check these steaks out. And right at the perfect temperature. There's some beautiful color to them. They've come along nice. They caramelized a little bit, but not too much. They didn't really sear. like I said before, my wife likes hers about a medium rare. I like mine between rare and medium rare. So hers is coming off right about 140. Mine's about 135. So that's right about where I usually take them off. We're going to take them off, let them sit inside for a little bit and rest, and we'll see you guys when we cut them up inside. Alright everyone, we've given these steaks time to rest. Now it's time to slice them up and eat. So just to recap a little bit on what we've done today, 56 days ago we put this ribeye roast in an UMAi dry bag. That dry bag allowed me to just put it in my basic refrigerator on a cooling rack and let it dry age. And it did not absorb any type of bacteria, it didn't create a foul odor, it smelled great, it looked fantastic, and they turned out 100% amazing. So don't forget, if you want to try some dry aged steak at home, I'll put a picture right here of some of the UMAi dry bags, and I'll also put a link down in the description below on where to get some of those UMAi dry bags. Don't hesitate to try it yourself. It's super easy and they turn out 100% the way you want them to. So give them a try. Okay, let's get this puppy sliced up and see what she looks like on the inside. As you can see, we've got great color on the inside, that nice medium rare pink. It's nice and juicy. That's what's awesome about cooking steaks on a pellet grill. They don't take a whole lot of time. They're very simple to use. That's a biggest misconception I have when people come to me about pellet grills. I tell them I don't flip my steaks, I don't watch my steaks. I put them on at 300, I let them sit to the internal temperatures where I like them, and they're done. You don't have to watch them like you do on a propane grill for flare-ups. You don't have to flip them. They don't take super long periods of time like most people think. They work out amazing. You'd be surprised at how easy it is to cook a steak on a pellet grill. If you've never tried it, I strongly suggest you try it. So let's get a piece of this sliced up and try it. And I'm just going to cut this in half here. And that slices like butter. Let's give it a try. The flavor is undescribable. It's just so much richer and a little bit nuttier than a normal steak. It's just got such a more depth to it that it's like no other steak you're going to try. There's no other way of describing it. This is incredible. If you've never tried dry aged steak or you've never done one, you have to. It's amazing. We're going to get these sliced up the rest of the way and we're going to eat tonight. We'll see you back here next time. I thank everybody for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and check out our Facebook page. See y'all next time.